Initiating podcast download. Prepare yourself. Put on your spandex. Lace up your boots. Wrap your wrists. Hide your razor blade. Head to gorilla position. Grease up your hair. Apply baby oil. Okay, apply more baby oil. Get into gimmick. Keep your ears open and your mouth shut. Have fun and be safe out there, brother. Welcome to I'm on Wrestling. Now your host, Gregory Iron.
Hello again, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Iron on Wrestling with Gregory Iron. I'm your host, Gregory Iron. This is episode 331. I like to eat burgers with a bun, but for calorie and macro purposes, sometimes I'll get like a lettuce type wrap going on.
Pardon the interruption.
Hey.
Aaron Bauer had to step up to the plate here because it sounded like you were talking about eating a sandwich without the bread, and that reminded me of the time that I made us pickle sandwiches. Remember? Instead of bread, they were those big fat pickles.
Yeah. I do like a good pickle. Actually,
You like a good fat one too. You said you like the girth of it.
The fatter, the better. They had these pickle witches at Jimmy John's for a cup of coffee.
Whack.
And they were like $6.
Uh-huh.
And they were definitely not a $6 item. It was more like a $5 should have been the maximum, really.
Okay.
But $4 would have been ideal. But it was $6, and there would just be like turkey on like a big pickle.
Yeah.
And it was pretty great.
Yeah, I don't mind that kind of a sandwich. It's just kind of a pain in the ass to make.
Why?
You gotta, for me, when I made ours, I hollowed out some of the inside so that way I could fit the meat in there. So.
Well, the more hollow you make it, the easier it is for the meat to slide right in.
Well, the more how I make it.
How are you?
So good right now.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just got back.
From where?
Oh, I went to that new all-you-can-eat place. You know, down there.
No, I don't know. What? Down where?
Right past Ziggy's. It's right on Church Street.
Oh, okay, there's no joke to that? All right.
No, why?
Gotcha.
Oh.
Anyways, yeah. Well, I'm going to be honest. I had a pretty miserable week, but I'm here.
Good thing no one asked. So let's just move past that.
Okay, all right. Well,
No, go ahead. Tell us.
There's nothing I want to tell. Nothing I want to discuss. I did do a deep dive video for patreon.com/ironwrestling.
Wait. At the end of the episode, when we give like the plugs for our social media accounts, are you going to give your new Bumble handle or no? Is that...
It's the same Bumble handle. And
okay. I thought you were changing because...
You can't search me on Bumble. You have to find me. That's how that works.
Okay. Remember when all those dudes were following you? What was up with that?
Well, that was even before Bumble. I still get dudes messaging me all the time.
Yeah,
that's what happens.
That's on Grindr.
No, that happens on regular social media apps. That's what happens when the majority of your photos are half naked in spandex. But actually, a nice part of my week was this weekend. Eric from Patreon took me out to a nice little brunch.
Oh, what a piece of shit.
What?
Yeah. But I didn't go to brunch. I practically live with that guy. That's how close we are.
Do you?
What's his name again?
I don't know why that's so funny.
I have no idea. You know why that is? Because that's a Bobby Heenan joke.
Yeah,
That's why it's funny.
that's-
Not because I said it,
Yeah.
but because it took you back to Bobby Heenan.
Yeah,
Because I laughed when I heard that. I was watching old Primetime.
yeah. Oh boy, I do miss me some Bobby. I just got me a Bobby Heenan action figure. Actually, he just came out with a new action figure, so I picked that up from Target because it was on sale for $15.
What? 15?
$15,
Dude, the last time I went to like a Target or something and looked at action figures, they were like $30. Some of them were more.
Well,
That's insanity.
Well, I think the average price for that Bobby figure is about $25 now because tariffs have raised the prices of all the action figures. They used to be $22 for a elite Mattel figure, but now
yeah,
it's
but you're not
$25.
paying that.
I'm not. That's why I just told you I paid $15.
No, I'm just saying that.
You
don't pay tariffs.
no, that's not how that works. But yeah, I went out to the Breakfast Factory out
Where's
in, I
that?
believe it's I want to say Garfield Heights with Eric this weekend. It's a spot that's been around for about 2 years, and that's Factory spelled Faktory. It was a nice little joint. We got a couple little.
You smoked a nice little joint.
No, it was a nice little joint. The
Oh.
establishment,
Mhm.
and we got a couple breakfast bowls, and I believe it was a short rib breakfast bowl, and
That sounds great.
pretty effing.
Do you have any pictures?
I do actually. I did take a picture of it actually.
Okay. Yeah, you're going to have to show me, man. This sounds good.
It was delicious, and if you're ever in the area, I would strongly recommend trying it out. But I did mention the Patreon. I did an unboxing video of some Mattel figures that I've got recently, some retro style figures, Hasbro style figures that I unboxed. But also in the video, I did some life updates that, I really only felt like sharing with Patreon subscribers. So if you want to check that out, patreon.com/IronWrestling. $3 gets you in for audio. If you want the video, $5, $9 if you want to get involved in the live chats that we have once a month. So we'll have one coming up this month. Keep going up and up and up in the tiers. $25 and up, $29 and up. You'll get something in the mail from Animal Steel. We'll be sending that out sometime towards the end of the month. We got some nice little items for you this month. I'm very excited about that. But, other than that...
Did you want me to tell them what it is or no?
No,
Oh.
Please don't. It's a surprise.
Oh, yeah.
That's how that works.
Ah.
But, I spent some time this weekend getting some writing done. And,
What did you and Quill do this week?
well, he was in Florida, so we didn't do anything.
Oh, it's all I ever hear about.
He lives in Orlando. He is my buddy, though. He's my little buddy.
My little buddy. Oh.
Okay. This week on the show,
It's my Disney buddy.
we might answer some of your questions here on the show. We're definitely going to answer some questions over on Patreon in the bonus episodes. But this week, it's WrestleMania season, and we really enjoy doing these rebooking episodes for you. And we were talking about WrestleManias, and I thought perhaps maybe we could do this down the line. Aaron suggested we rebook WrestleMania 3, which I felt, man, that's kind of difficult.
Yeah, because there's so many iconic moments.
Yeah, and you're
Like,
really,
what if?
you're really changing the course of wrestling history. But then I thought to myself, well, what if we picked one of the worst WrestleManias and we didn't have that much to choose from as far as fixing it?
Yeah.
How difficult would that be? Let's do that. So,
Okay. I'm ready.
in the earlier WrestleMania Rolodex, you could argue that one of the worst WrestleManias of all time, potentially the worst. It depends on your perspective, and I guess we can weigh in on that here in a second if you think that there's one worse. But I think today we're rebooking WrestleMania 11.
Ooh,
April
is that the one with-
1995,
okay.
Hartford, Connecticut. If you were to pick a WrestleMania that comes close in terribleness, if you don't agree with me picking 11, what would you pick?
Maybe that one with in Indianapolis. What was that one?
8?
Yeah.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah.
No. 8's
Yeah,
a good
8 had that shitty Bret Hart, Roddy Piper match.
Get out of here.
And that god-awful Randy Savage, Ric Flair match.
Yeah, like right off the bat. Like I feel like at minimum, if you have 2 iconic matches like that, you have a good WrestleMania.
The only thing I can think of is the WrestleMania 2000. and because I've never watched it since then.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah,
It's pretty bad.
That's what comes to mind.
Maybe like, I don't know, man. Like that was like peak Attitude Era fandom for me personally, like 99, 2000. So like I realize that as a WrestleMania it's bad, but I don't think it's that bad of a show. Had it not been WrestleMania, if it would have been Backlash 2000, it would have been fine. We've talked about this before. Backlash 2000 should have been WrestleMania because it was Rock and Triple H, and they did a bunch of other cool stuff on the undercard. They did that iconic. It's a sleeper match if you don't know about it, but Scotty 2 Hotty versus Dean Blanco for the light heavyweight title.
Oh, yeah.
That is a great, great match on that Backlash show. But I would argue that, and let's just think in terms of like the first 20 WrestleManias if we're trying to find a worse one. If it's not 11 and it's not 16, I think it's got to be 2. Right?
Oh.
2 is
Or 4, the tournament.
4 is bad too.
I mean, the ending is great.
Sure.
With Macho Man, Elizabeth on the shoulder.
But, like, it's the ending. It's not even the match itself.
Right.
Like, the
That's
match
what I'm
is
saying. You had to
fine.
wait till the very end to enjoy it.
It's like a 7-minute match. You know what I mean? Like, because everything was boggled down with that tournament. And they gave, like, Rick Rude and Jake Roberts, like, 15 minutes. I think they had the longest match on the show. They went to the 15-minute draw.
Yeah.
But, yeah, I would love to hear your guys' opinions on social media at Iron on Wrestling. At Fair to Air, at Gregory Iron. Let us know what you think the worst WrestleMania in the first 20 is, but I think all of those are strong contenders. But we're going to rebook WrestleMania 11 this week, and this is going to be challenging. Might have to take some people off the card, might need to rework some matches completely, add some people that maybe... weren't
alive, or
we'll see what happens here.
'Cause I got Javon Evans in a match.
Javon Evans.
Yeah.
He wasn't born until 2004.
Yeah.
They mentioned that in the Elimination Chamber. He's like, wasn't even alive for the first Elimination Chamber.
I couldn't believe it. What a great fact, though, to bring out. But
Holy
then
shit.
Everybody felt like shit when they heard it.
Yeah, real bad. Let's take a commercial break. And when we come back, we are going to ramble and try to rebook 1995's WWF WrestleMania 11 here on Iron on Wrestling. Well,
it's the big show.
What?
I thought we were doing karaoke or something. You said, well.
Give me some more lyrics to that
It's
song.
the big show.
Give me some more lyrics.
Big show coming, fuck your mom tonight.
It does not say that in the song.
Well,
Nope.
smoke cigarettes on the way to the ring on Monday Nitro.
Yep, he did that for
On the
2
big
or 3
show.
times for sure.
Yeah.
That was definitely
And then the remix came when he went to AEW. Well, I'm not the big show anymore.
No BS.
I'm not the big bad show tonight.
Okay. Anyways,
So if Big Show was on a cloud, would you get it on a flag? That's what everybody.
what is with you and flags? Why do you want Juan Ortiz and Of the Dead Designs to make flags so bad?
I like waving them.
Do you?
Yeah,
What's your favorite flag to wave?
the white one.
Oh, what?
I surrender.
Okay. Juan Ortiz, Of the Dead Designs, they've been in this industry of making art, creating beautiful photographs and logos, and creating T-shirt designs for 20 years. 20 years of doing this thing. And they have done that thing for some of the most prolific individuals, tag teams, stables, in all of professional wrestling. And it doesn't matter what company it is, WWE, AEW, TNA, Ring of Honor, New Japan Pro Wrestling. Juan Ortiz has been all over with his Of the Dead designs.
Yeah, did you say the Young Bucks?
He's made designs for the Young Bucks.
But did you say it? Or am I hearing things?
I just said their name.
Okay.
Yeah. Just because he's made designs for these men who get paid very good salaries from their bosses, it doesn't mean that he can't make a design for you, because Juan Ortiz is affordable, and he wants to save even more money when you reach out to him for your first design. If you mention Iron on Wrestling, he's going to knock off $20. That's right, $20 on anything you need. Whether it be a design for yourself to hang up in your house, or perhaps maybe something to gift to someone. Maybe you need a logo for your big or small business. Juan Ortiz and Of the Dead Designs can make that happen, Cap'n. And all you got to do to get the process started is simply follow him on Instagram and send him a message at Of the Dead Designs. Go to his Facebook, facebook.com/ofthedeaddesigns, or go to his website, ofthedead.weebly.com, because Juan Ortiz and Of the Dead Designs is bringing artwork to life. All right, we're back. Hey, real quick, another shout out to Eric, because when I saw him this weekend, he also gifted me, check out this photo. What kind of jersey am I wearing?
The Martians? Martin? Oh!
so
Girl, you fine. Ooh.
Eric stopped up at Gabe's.
Yeah.
And they had on clearance a Martin jersey from the TV show Martin.
Yes.
And I don't know why a Martin jersey exists.
Yeah,
but it was in a small, and he bought it for me, and now I own a Martin jersey.
That's great.
Very absurd. But he also gifted me a bunch of Rizzler, Arizona Rizzler berry teas, which I was not a fan of. I will not drink them. The Rizzlers.
Because of the Rizzler or because of the taste?
Because of the Rizzler.
Okay.
And there's a lot of calories in it.
Oh.
And if you look at the can here,
you put the can up in your
it's
wall
up on
of
my
fame.
bar, but I drew devil horns on them and X's over his eyes.
X over his eyes.
And they actually spelled Arizona Arizz.
Yeah, I like that too.
ONA Riz.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. But shout out to Eric for treating me nice this weekend. I appreciate that.
Really cool concept.
But all right, we're gonna give it a go here. We're gonna try to rebook WrestleMania 11, and as a reminder for those of you who might not have seen WrestleMania 11 in a while or never watched WrestleMania 11 at all, I'm gonna run down for you what exactly happened on the show. It was April 2nd, 1995, Hartford, Connecticut, Hartford Civic Center. 16,305 people in attendance.
For Mania?
For Mania.
Man, that's bad news.
Yep. And this is the card.
No, hold on. Does it say the gate? Like how much they made or anything?
It doesn't say the gate.
Oh, because I'm guessing that this past year's WrestleMania, had to have blown it away by, 100 times the
I'm
amount?
sure Friday Night SmackDown from this past week had a bigger gate than this WrestleMania. But the buy rate is listed on Wikipedia as 340,000, which is pretty low for WrestleMania. I believe the lowest it ever got was WrestleMania 13, which was about 230,000.
Why?
Because the card sucked and
it
wasn't hot.
Yeah, but there was one good match, right?
Yeah, and they almost didn't even have that, if you recall. It wasn't like they were building to Stone Cold and Bret Hart.
No.
So
what a fortunate occurrence of events.
Yeah. So the opening contest of this show. Do you remember what it is? If you had to venture a guess.
95?
Yeah, what do you think opened WrestleMania 11?
Maybe somebody like the Head Shrinkers?
No, but that's a good guess, actually.
The Duke the Dumpster?
No.
Savio Vega.
Uh-uh.
And Goldust.
No. It was the Allied Powers.
Oh, that's right, against the Blue Brothers.
Lex Luger and British Bulldog versus the Blue Brothers, Jacob Blue and Eli Blue with Uncle Zebekiah.
Yeah.
6 minutes and 34 seconds. The British Bulldog and Lex Luger went over. Do you remember the Intercontinental Championship match on the show?
95 had to been. No, was it been Shawn Michaels?
Nope.
Okay, so he won it from Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett, Razor Ramon.
You are correct. Yes, this is a rematch from the Royal Rumble. Razor Ramon with the 1-2-3 Kid in his corner versus Jeff Jarrett with the Roadie in his corner. 13 minutes, 32 seconds, ends in a disqualification. Singles match, one of the early days.
Why end in a DQ at Mania?
One of the early days of the streak. The Undertaker with Paul Bearer defeats
King Kong Bundy
with Ted DiBiase. Do you remember the special guest referee for this match?
Chuck Norris? No.
Too big of a name for WrestleMania. You don't want to have someone that people will know at WrestleMania. What does the name Larry Young mean to you?
Oh yeah, baseball umpire.
Baseball umpire Larry Young ended up refereeing.
I think because there was a strike in baseball.
There was a strike at the time. So he ended up.
Because the Indians would have won it that year.
Refereeing this match at WrestleMania 11. Not sure how that correlates. Like, God damn, good thing that we got that baseball strike, pal. Now we can finally have Larry Young. Like, what the fuck? How did that even happen?
Well, they like to be topical.
Did Larry Young do anything of note to where it was like, we need this guy on the show?
Larry Young. He sounds like a jobber from the 80s.
Yeah, you ain't kidding. WWF Tag Team Championship match. Now, this was one of those matches that had a lot of hype behind it because while it's not listed here on the Wikipedia, the match was billed as the Smoking Guns, Billy and Bart, defending their tag team championships against Yokozuna Owen Hart and a mystery partner, which ended up being the returning Yokozuna.
That surprised me.
So, which we haven't seen since the casket match at the Survivor Series, right? He went on a little hiatus there, and so they end up winning the tag team titles in 9 minutes 42 seconds. Bret Hart.
Wait, what led up to that? Why did Owen Hart have a tag team championship match?
I don't even remember. Maybe it says something here on the Wikipedia. I just remember I
remember the whole thing. I remember Yoko coming out as the mystery partner. Them talking about he's bigger than ever.
Yeah. He had the beard too.
Yeah.
Throwing the beard out. And they end up doing Bret Hart versus Bob Backlund in an I Quit match.
Yeah.
With Roddy Piper as referee.
Yeah.
This match is most known for Roddy Piper going, hey, what do you say? Through the whole match. And
which was weird because, as a wrestler, you don't want the ref to upstage you, but I don't think he could help it.
Yeah. Why was it that they couldn't get Roddy to do a match for those couple years there? Because they randomly have him at 10 as a ref.
Yeah.
They bring him back at 11 as a ref.
Such a good ref.
Maybe they thought originally we'd love to do something with Roddy at WrestleMania, but let's give him a little exhibition match of sorts on pay-per-view. Let's do this dream match between him and Jerry Lawler at the King of the Ring and see how that goes first. And then they shit the bed completely, and then they're like, you know what? Let's just bring Roddy back for another.
I think he could be a referee. We're going to change his gimmick. He's going to be reffing Roddy Piper.
Ugh. Terrible. And of course, the match famously ends with, the I Quit match ends with Bob Backlund saying the words, and then Piper rings the bell.
Yeah.
Kind of like that, where I'm coughing and everything.
I didn't hear it.
WWF Championship match, 20 minutes, 35 seconds. Diesel, champion with Pam Anderson in his corner, defeats the 1995 WWF Royal Rumble winner, Shawn Michaels, with Sid and Jenny McCarthy in his corner.
Forgot, I loved this.
That angle, that match,
all of it.
Was it a bad match?
And I loved Pamela Anderson. I never watched Baywatch. I thought that was a stupid show.
I watch Baywatch all the time. Some people scared of the darkness, afraid to step into the light. Some people need to help somebody.
Is this the song for it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Are you
okay.
fucking kidding me?
That's what I'm saying. I never watched it.
I
watched the episode that the wrestlers were on. The WCW wrestlers were on or something.
Norm Macdonald said it best, and it's true. Germans love David Hasselhoff, and I have a lot of German in me. And when I went to Germany, I made sure to go visit the David Hasselhoff Museum.
Yeah.
I had to pay my respects to the man, the myth, the
Got
legend.
photos of it?
I do.
Okay. Oh, should see him sometime.
It's actually just like a little corner of a basement in some bar. It's not a real museum, but
Remember, I booked a guy named Herman the German.
how could I forget?
Ulf Herman.
Yeah.
Okay.
What was his gimmick?
He was German.
He was like a good guy, right? Like that was a big,
I thought he was a nice guy.
big baby face. Only cut like big baby face promos.
Well,
Like,
in
nothing
some parts of
menacing
this
at all.
world.
Wait.
He didn't cut it anyway.
Well-
I don't even think he did. I think that was Tommy.
I'll tell the story real quick.
Tommy Rich was cutting a promo with Ulf Herman for like the next appearance at the event we were running, or maybe JT was running the next night or something. And Ulf Herman, he bows out right away. He's like, I don't know how to cut promo. And Tommy Rich is like, he just said out Hitler.
Yep, not good.
And went on from there.
Promos available on YouTube. Just search Tommy Rich Hitler. Come right up.
Hey, man, it was a different time back then.
Was it?
Yeah. This was the 90s.
Sure.
Heels were heels.
Most WrestleManias, the main event would be the WWF Championship match, but oh no, not this one. This match was headlined by Bam Bam Bigelow versus Lawrence Taylor.
Yeah.
Singles match, 11 minutes 42 seconds. Lawrence Taylor defeats Bam Bam Bigelow.
Hey, you didn't even talk about the best part.
What's that?
Salt and Pepper. They wrapped out Lawrence Taylor.
That was good. That was good. That was really...
What a man, what a man, what a man. Lawrence Taylor is a good
They
man.
do edit that out of all the WrestleMania footage because they can't get rights to that song or whatever. But this WrestleMania was really sold on celebrities. Like even when you watch the intro package, it's the only WrestleMania where like WrestleMania 11 starring Jonathan Taylor Thomas, Salt and Pepper, like the guy from
Pamela
NYPD
Anderson.
Blue, like Pamela Anderson, Jenny McCarthy. Like it's like literally
Jenny McCarthy, she was just like the girl on a MTV game show, Remote Control, right?
Wasn't it? Shit, what was the show that she was on?
I
Not
think
Remote Control.
I think she was on Remote Control.
What the hell is Remote Control?
There's a show. Kari Wurr was the first hostess. You look up Remote Control and see if...
Remote Control. That's not the name of it. It's like...
Yeah, it is.
Hold on.
Your face. Oh, she might have been on something else. But then I remember she was in Playboy.
Remote Control was too early. That's 1987 and 1990. The name of the show... Jenny McCarthy... Singled Out.
Yeah, I
the
remember
show.
that one.
That was the show!
Oh, no. Okay.
Why would she have been on the show in 1987 and 1990?
She was on a show called Singled Out.
You son of a bitch. You are a real son of a bitch. I guess... Were you excited about Lawrence Taylor getting into the ring at WrestleMania?
I wasn't unexcited about it.
I did like the angle that they set up at the Rumble. I remember
it was
watching that
intense.
live and being like, "Oh shit!" And it felt real.
Mm-hmm.
And it like now, if that would have been done, there would have been a fakeness to it. But like the way they shot it and did it at the time, like with LT's glasses coming off and everything, and like I don't know, it felt like I saw something that I wasn't supposed to see. And I feel like it still feels that way when you watch it. You know?
Yeah.
The match was better than it had any right to be, but when you compare it to today's standard of like Logan Paul and Bad Bunny, not on that level, but for the time it was fine. So we are going to rebook the show.
Why was it last?
I don't know.
Did they feel like Shawn and Diesel wasn't strong enough? And Bam Bam was the hot angle?
If I'm in Vince's head, I'm thinking, I mean, at the time, WWF wasn't getting mainstream attention. And I think the idea was, you know, they wanted they wanted the media to be there for what they would consider the main event. They don't know who Shawn Michaels or Diesel is, you know? Like, I mean, sure, could they have done that before and still got the same effect? I think so, but, like, I think they had built it as the match to see, and they put it on last as if it was the draw of the show. I don't know. I don't know of any mainstream fans who were like, oh, wow, Lawrence Taylor's wrestling. I think I'm buying WrestleMania. I mean, the buy rate doesn't show very well. But whatever. I don't know. Maybe some people said, like, oh, wow, Jonathan Taylor Thomas. Let me order WrestleMania 11. But let's try rebooking this show. Let me see. All right.
So I want to take Lawrence Taylor, and I want to put him against 1, 2, 3 Kid.
Okay. So you're going to go right to the top and just randomly change it to that, huh?
I like that.
Okay. Why would you do that?
I don't know.
What's the setup?
Not sure.
Okay. Good job. Well, I don't remember the setup for the Ally Powers and Jacob and
There was none.
Blue, but if I had an opening match that I think might have showcased the strengths of Lex Luger and the British Bulldog better, if we're going to book them as a tag team, thinking about the 1995 roster, first of all, when you see Bulldog and Luger across from Jacob and Eli, you think, why the hell are these guys in WrestleMania? I'm going to replace them with a team that when you see them, you're going to think, why the hell are they on WrestleMania?
Uh-huh.
But then the match is going to happen.
Yeah.
And you're going to go, I don't know why they were on WrestleMania to begin with, but this match was a great way to open the show. And I'm going to give them a little bit more time for this, too. Probably give them like 10-ish minutes.
Uh-huh.
We're going to do the Allied Powers versus the Heavenly Bodies to open WrestleMania.
Oh, yeah.
Because I think...
They would bump their asses off.
Yes. I'm thinking Pritchard
Dr. Tom
and Jimmy Del Rey are going to be bumping and feeding and doing some crazy shit for Bulldog and Luger. Bulldog and Luger still go over, but I think we take the Blue Brothers off the show because what the fuck did they ever do other than this match at WrestleMania 11? Not a goddamn thing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm replacing to open the show. What are your thoughts? Would you do something different? Is that okay? Like, what do you think?
No, I hadn't thought of that, and I'm glad you said it because I would go with that. I was thinking somewhere along the lines of, but the Steiners are already gone, right?
The Steiners are gone. Yes.
I would have loved the Steiners against the Bulldog and Luger.
That would have been great if they were still around.
But they're not.
But
okay.
Technically, they're gone.
What about the Orient Express? They've been gone.
Orient Express, long gone. Long gone. not been in the company for about 3 years at this point. So that's not a thing that's happening.
All right.
Razor Ramon and Jeff Jarrett, a big match, Intercontinental title matchup. Rematch.
Mm-hmm.
Disqualification, a little bit less than. Especially, I feel like the Royal Rumble match was really good at the 95 Rumble. It had plenty of time, especially considering that they had a short Rumble at the end of the night and everything. It was like the intervals were every 1 minute. It was supposed to be the fastest Rumble of all time.
The most action-packed.
But it was also because, we don't really have any star power in this match, so we have to do something to sell this match and get it over with.
I just thought it was because Shawn was going bell to bell.
Maybe, but come on, give Shawn some credit. I think he could have gone bell to bell if it was every 90 seconds. Right?
Yeah, well, it was every 2 minutes, right? And then they went to 1 minute, and then they went to 90 seconds.
Yeah, some years it was 90, some years it was 2 minutes, whatever.
They have to stop telling people the rules.
Razor and Jeff Jarrett, are you keeping that? You changing it? You changing the finish at least? What are you thinking about this Intercontinental Championship match?
And they didn't do three-way dances back then, really much, but I would have thrown the Kid in there.
Okay, we're kind of thinking the same.
And then he's in the middle of his heel turn. He's getting ready. He's going to foreshadow it.
Sure, later in the year, he's going to be aligning with the $1 million
DiBiase Foundation.
Yes, that's going to be a thing. I don't think that happens until deep into 95, though.
Yeah.
Because as late as SummerSlam, He has a pretty classic match on a show that doesn't have that many classic matches. SummerSlam 1995, the opener between him and Hakushi.
Yeah.
Very good match, and he's still a babyface at that point. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm taking Razor out of this match.
Okay.
I'm going to put him somewhere else.
Yeah.
I think I'm just going to make this match 1, 2, 3 Kid versus Jeff Jarrett for the Intercontinental Championship. And I think I'm putting the Kid over. I think Kid's going to walk out of WrestleMania with the Intercontinental Championship. It's a happier ending than this weird DQ. We can get the roadie involved, have some shenanigans. Maybe this is like one of those cup of coffee title reigns like he did a couple months earlier with the tag titles with Marty. But
you could always get away with that with him because he's supposed to lose.
Yeah, he's the Kid, right?
Like Mikey Whipwreck, and when he kept winning, it was like, oh, man, I'm kind of really behind this guy that looks like shit and shouldn't be winning.
Yeah. And, again, at the time, it's just jarring to think about that the Kid was, like, looked upon as a kid. Like, I would see 1, 2, 3 Kid and be like, man, he's like me, right? And then you meet him in real life, and he's like 6'1", and he's considered a small guy. He's not small at all. Here's what I'm doing with Razor, okay? Because I feel like we have someone on the show that is quite wasted that just came back. And
Jake the Snake?
not literally wasted. And he's not back yet. He's not going to be back until the 96 Rumble. But I'm thinking we do some sort of angle. I know maybe he's got to be a corner man later in the night. He could still do that. What if we did bad guy versus potentially badder guy? Razor Ramon versus a returning Sid. We don't have Sid wrestling on the card. Why can't we do Razor Ramon and Sid? I feel like...
Why is Sid not on the card?
Because he's in the corner of Sean. He just came back and he's like...
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So why don't we do Razor and Sid?
Yeah.
You got a confused look on your face. You're imagining what that would look like.
Like, I want Sid versus Kid.
Okay.
Because, again, Sid's a monster, and that's his best chance to have a great match.
Mm-hmm.
But Razor Ramon would be fine, but just the visual is Sid destroying the Kid. I love that.
So
we could go with Razor. They'd look like two badasses in there.
Okay. All right.
All right, I'll go with that.
I think we could put Sid over, right? Because we want a little bit of momentum because we think that we're still doing the same deal the next night on Raw.
Right.
He's going to beat Sean's ass.
Yeah.
So maybe he already beat Razor's ass. Now he's beating Sean's ass. Blah, blah, blah. So we don't got to, warp the timeline too much there. Undertaker versus King Kong Bundy. I don't want this match to be a thing.
Mm-mm.
I need to put someone else.
I hated it. It was always like Undertaker versus whatever big guy.
Big guy that sucks.
Yeah.
I'm going to read some of the people listed on the 1995 WWF roster. And you tell me if there's anybody that you could imagine that could be better in this spot than King Kong Bundy. I think King Kong Bundy's off the card unless we're doing like a random six-man
don't we have
match.
Bob Holly?
We do have Bob Sparkplug Holly on the
roster. Give me some Sparky Plug.
We're not doing Bob Holly versus Undertaker at WrestleMania. Vroom, vroom. Like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah.
Here's the roster of guys that are not being used on this show. Adam Bomb.
Yeah.
Aldo Montoya.
Yeah.
I don't think he had debuted yet, but we'll just say his name. Avatar.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Barry Horowitz.
Yeah. Oh my God, that would have been it.
How do you
Barry
feel?
Horowitz versus Undertaker, streak versus streak. Barry Horowitz has been on a 172 match losing streak.
Technically, he hadn't had that big win yet.
Yeah.
He hadn't had the big win against Skip yet.
Yeah. We got Skip on the roster, don't we?
He's not quite there yet. He's going to be there in a few months. I'm not doubting that an Undertaker Chris Candido match would have been great.
You couldn't have sold it though.
No, he's way too small to be in there with you.
Yeah. Okay.
There-
That could have been a razor spot,
Yeah,
but everything would have went wonky because Razor would have had to have turned heel.
he would have
right?
had to turn heel and been an actual bad guy. I mean, I don't hate that.
No.
Bertha Faye, Bertha
yes.
Faye and Undertaker. What do you think?
Yes.
Harvey Whippleman bumping around a little bit for his girlfriend.
Bra and panty match.
Yeah, that is a joke, but actually on the 1995 WWF roster, which I'm kind of intrigued to see, but obviously we're not going to book this. WWF would have never booked it. Bull Nakano versus The Undertaker.
Oh yeah.
That actually would have been great. And also, she's listed on the roster. I skipped over her.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe even better than that, if that's possible. She was only there for a couple nights. The Undertaker versus Aja Kong.
Oh, I forgot about
Can
it.
you imagine just
Yeah.
Aja Kong just fucking backfisting the fuck out of The Undertaker, just beating his dead man ass and to real death. Looking great. What if we do a handicap match against The Undertaker?
Yeah.
I know we ended up getting it
Nathan-
at WrestleMania 19. And
Uh-huh.
I know this is going to maybe trigger you a little bit. WrestleMania 19, we end up doing The Undertaker versus The Big Show and the A-Train. Because Nathan Jones had to
Yeah.
pull out of the match because he just wasn't quite ready. But what if we turn them heel? They go back to their old characters. And we do The Undertaker versus the Sheep Herders, Luke and Butch. How do you feel like that gets over in 1995? Luke and Butch. We're not doing much with them. Why not have them wrestle The Undertaker at WrestleMania?
I think in my 1990 PWI awards in the ballot, when I sent it in, I had tied for most hated The Undertaker and the Bushwhackers. And
What
now
did the
you're putting
Bushwhackers
them-
ever do to you? that you had to put them
Well,
in
this
most
was
hated?
before that. I hated the Bushwhackers.
Why?
I didn't like that they licked people,
Oh,
especially
I love
children.
that.
I thought that was weird.
That was my favorite thing. It's like, yeah, I'm a children. You lick me
You know, Luke would have.
for sure.
Yeah, every inch of you.
Okay. Why'd
Mate.
you have to make it so lewd?
Well, he grabbed my ass, not yours.
Hey, look. So maybe we're bumping them up a couple months early, but here's my serious suggestion that to something that they supposedly wanted to do, but I don't think they actually ever did. They definitely didn't do it on the big stage that they could have. What if we do The Undertaker? We build it up versus Hakushi. Could that have been a good WrestleMania match? It would have been better than any WrestleMania match he's had yet
Yeah.
at this point. Right? I mean, Hakushi's going to be there for the first In Your House in May.
He could have been the original, like, reverse Undertaker.
I think that
He's
was the
in
original
all white.
idea.
Yeah.
That was the original
Who was
plan.
that guy?
Well, Mordecai.
Kevin-
Kevin.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was like the mirror image of the Undertaker. But I think that was the idea of Hakushi too, was
Yeah.
to be like this foreign menace, but like the light version of the Undertaker in some regards, right?
Yeah.
The all white, the presentation. I think that could be a pretty legit.
Undertaker was still a pallbearer?
He was still with Paul Bearer.
Then you get Hakushi and Sato or whatever.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Shinja.
Oh, yeah, that's what they
Shinja.
call
Wait a minute. Hold on. I don't know if this really counts because I think he only appears at the 1995 Royal Rumble. But maybe we do this. If we want to get over the new guy, we do Hakushi. But if we want to do an old favorite, The Undertaker versus the model Rick Martel.
Oh, yeah. Give me that.
We could also do that at WrestleMania 11.
Dude.
And I
'cause-
feel like we have a great match.
Yes, because he gets a "It smells like death," and he starts spraying the air against.
There it is.
And he starts spraying it into like people's caskets and shit.
It can't get
He
much
goes
worse
to
than
the-
fucking Undertaker and IRS. I mean, we just did
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Come on. Can we do
Come
something?
on.
Hold on. Can we do something where we put Rick Martel on the $1 Million Corporation? Because it just makes
Yeah.
sense if Ted DiBiase is willing to like fund the arrogance and like
Yep.
some new perfume and stuff, but he's got to try to take out the Undertaker.
Uh-huh.
I like this better. Let's do the Hakushi thing. Let's do Rick Martel versus
The whole
Undertaker.
Mania's better now.
God,
Just because of that.
is Larry Young still the referee? Or do we fix that?
No, I think Vince liked that he had a Major League Baseball, a legitimate sport, their official on his show to official.
Well, I got to tell you, Larry Young wasn't in the opening video package with Jonathan Taylor Thomas and the guy from NYPD Blue and all them.
Jonathan Turturro or Nicholas Turturro.
Nicholas Turturro, there he is.
And that's the only way I know that guy is because he was on that WrestleMania.
What else did he do? Nothing. All right. Owen and Yokozuna versus Smoking Guns. I feel like I don't remember the match being that great. But I don't know if I want to change this. I don't know, like, I already put, like, probably the most underrated tag team on the roster in a match against Luger and British Bulldog.
I'll switch it. I'll put Luger and Bulldog against Owen and Yoko.
Why? Well, you do get
There's
Owen
a lot
and
of
Bulldog.
story there.
You do get Owen and Bulldog for sure.
Yeah.
But then what do you do with the opening match?
Well, any match is better than that one. So who do we have left from what we just talked about with the tag teams?
Well, so then let me ask you this then.
Oh, so Smoking Guns.
So, well, you just booked Owen and Yoko versus Lex and British Bulldog.
Right.
But that's not for the titles.
No,
Because
it could be.
the titles are for with Smoking Guns have the titles, and I
Well,
got to
then-
defend the titles against someone else. That's the problem here.
Yeah, but that's all right. You change that storyline.
So then, what's the tag team title match? Smoking
No,
Guns.
it's not. It's Bulldog and Luger against Owen and Yoko. Somehow Owen has the tag belts. Just like he had 2 Slammy trophies, he's got 2 tag team belts.
Well, if Owen had the mystery partner in Yoko, then I think
Yeah.
Bulldog and Luger need the tag belts. Then.
Yeah, okay, we'll do that.
So what's our opening contest now?
So then we got the Smoking Guns, who are trying to get back into the hunt, but I don't want them against... Oh, Smoking Guns against Heavenly Bodies. I like your idea.
To open the show?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't you think that'd be good?
I don't have a problem with that.
I mean, or we could take... we could just take the Smoking Guns out and bring in the Rock and Roll Express.
I mean...
Because we know that'll be a good match.
It's going to be a good match, but the crowd ain't going to react to it.
Yeah.
Because they didn't react to it when they did it a couple
yeah.
years earlier.
Yeah.
And also, yeah, I mean, yeah, could they bring them in? Sure, because there is the partnership with Smoky Mountain at the time. But, yeah. I think I'm okay with that. Well, we also have the Godwins as well.
Oh.
We at least, I don't know if Phineas is here yet, but we definitely have Henry.
Yeah.
But
Get it done. I don't know why they didn't do Henry Godwin versus The Undertaker. I mean, I guess they thought probably King Kong Bundy was something, but it had been how many years since WrestleMania 2?
I know.
Which was the last time anybody feared him. I
Like-
couldn't believe they were bringing this guy back.
He looked so, like, the same but jarringly different in the face. He had aged so much since WrestleMania 2. And what was the last time we saw him? WrestleMania 3? So 1987?
Yeah.
And now it's 1994, 1995.
Right.
He's
And
back.
and people were already calling for like Hogan to retire. He's too old. Ric Flair, what are you still doing here?
Yeah.
That was like at the beginning of that when people were going, what are these guys, like 40?
Bob Backlund is a crazy old man, and he's like 46.
Yeah. He's a fucking lunatic.
CM Punk is 47,
Yeah.
to put that in
Currently,
perspective.
yeah.
Okay, yeah, so Smoking Guns and the Heavenly Bodies. We do Owen and Yoko versus Bulldog and Luger. What are we doing with Brett, man? I think I'm taking Backlund off this card. I'm putting Backlund in some skit or something. I'm keeping him in the skit with Jonathan Taylor Thomas playing chess because that's funny. But I got to put Brett in a better match. What are we doing with Brett at WrestleMania 11?
Man, that would have been great. If
I'm looking at the roster, and there's not a
Shawn-
lot of feasible.
Shawn Michaels. Oh, no, they just wrestled.
Mantar,
Oh.
Max Payne,
Oh.
Can we somehow convince Lloyds of London to not sue Mr. Perfect and bring Mr. Perfect back to wrestle Bret Hart at WrestleMania 11? I mean, is that a thing we could do?
I'm not sure, but you could do another handicap match because you still have the Blue Twins available.
We don't want them on the show.
Okay, would you rather have? I kind of like this: Bret Hart versus Uncle Zebekiah.
Why? Why would you do that?
It wouldn't. Bret Hart versus King Kong Bundy.
The new generation, and we're going to do Bret Hart versus Uncle Zebekiah. Fucking kidding
What
me?
about Bundy?
No. We're not doing that. We're trying to put Bret in a better match.
What about Medusa? Alundra Blaze, whatever.
Is it possible that we can strike gold twice, and instead of having Piper ref this match, can we do something where Piper comes in before WrestleMania 11 and turns on Bret Hart, and we do Piper versus Bret at WrestleMania 11, with the idea being that this is what I should have did back in.
Oh yeah. Okay, give me that.
In Indianapolis. You know what I mean? Because like that was the story at the end of the match was, Bobby Heenan, what the hell, use the bell, and the crowd wanting nothing to do with Piper turning heel. Don't use the belt, the bell on Bret, and then he doesn't, and then of course he puts the sleeper on. Bret does the famous go up the turnbuckle, roll backward, pinfall. What if that is the story, right?
Yeah.
And maybe there's an element of Roddy was the ref last year in the match with Bret.
Yeah.
Right? And at the same time where Owen was a little jealous of seeing that happen, Piper, a little bit of jealous of Bret, right? Because if it wasn't for that victory that he has on Bret at WrestleMania 8, Bret doesn't have all this momentum, right?
Right.
He beats Piper for the belt in Indianapolis. A few months later, he beats Flair, and now Bret becomes a top guy. He only becomes a top guy because he takes out Roddy Piper. And if Roddy Piper took out Bret Hart, perhaps maybe Piper would have finally been that top guy, right? Like maybe that's the story. We do Piper and Bret, and Piper can redeem himself for his match with Lawler just a few months earlier, because I'm sure Bret could carry him to a much better match.
Yeah.
And maybe...
So we're going Bret Hart versus Dr. Tom?
I'm sorry, what? No, we're doing Bret and Piper in a rematch.
I know, I'm kidding.
And maybe if we want to add the step to it, we can make this an I Quit match.
Yeah.
Make it a little bit more brutal. Involve some weapons. And, obviously we know the next year he's going to be doing the backlot brawl with Goldust. So I think this is a good idea.
Yeah.
And also drawing power from the wrestling standpoint to get people to buy WrestleMania 11. Hey, Roddy Piper, back in action.
As a bad guy.
Only on pay-per-view, yeah.
Doing what he does best.
Yes.
When I'm good, I'm good. When I'm bad, I'm better.
Yes. So I think this is a good scenario. Bob Backlund can just stay in the back and hang out and eat his marijuana leaves or whatever he's doing. I assume we're keeping Diesel and Shawn Michaels.
Yeah, unless you want to go Shawn and Bob Backlund.
Do we want to do a Diesel Bob Backlund rematch?
Yeah, 3 seconds.
Bob Backlund wants his rematch for the title that he never got.
Yeah.
His screw job in Madison Square Garden. And I
Shawn
feel,
Michaels versus the Hog. Henry O. Godwin.
No.
Okay.
Is there more shenanigans we can do in Lawrence Taylor and Bam Bam Bigelow? Because it wasn't a lumberjack match, but we did have the ring surrounded by the $1 Million Corporation and
NFL
Team
players,
NFL or whatever they were calling them, or Team LT or whatever the fuck. Is there something that we could have done involving these guys to create more smoke and mirrors, or did we get the best we could get with this match?
The start of it was hot. Then they end up shooting something in New York, right? There was like a media thing, and Shawn and maybe it was Diesel was training with LT in the ring, in the middle of like the streets of New York.
Yeah, they did a public workout.
Yeah,
I
that's
think it
what
was
it
like
was.
the week of.
And I thought
WrestleMania.
that was cool. I
Yeah.
thought that was really cool.
It was in the middle of Times Square. It's
Yes.
like, actually, like the fact that I don't know if they've ever released that full footage, but it's pretty fucking cool that they did that in the middle of Times Square,
Yeah.
shut down traffic to do a wrestling show.
Yep.
So not a lot of people have that power to do that.
Yeah, well, plus it wasn't like it was Toledo, Ohio. It was New York, New York.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, give me, I guess, still Sean and
I feel
Big
like
D.
flipping this card around the way we've done, we put emotional investment in a lot of areas. Like I liked your idea of, we got the backstory with Bulldog and Owen, and obviously down the line they're going to be teaming up, so there's something to that. And we don't know that Luger's leaving yet, but there could be something to, which they were kind of doing throughout '95, teasing either Luger or Bulldog turning on each other. They lose the titles to Owen and Yoko, so maybe that adds to that. Fuck the Blue Brothers. We don't need them on the show. Bob Backlund's gone. He's already over the hill. He had his run in '94, turning heel. We don't need to bleed that into '95. The Undertaker, Rick Martel. Last hurrah for Rick Martel in the WWF.
That's what I want. That's what I'm going to take most out of this.
He joins the $1 Million Corporation, and Rick
Yeah.
Martel is going to carry the Undertaker to his first great match at WrestleMania. 1-2-3 Kid is going to get a moment in the spotlight, beating Jeff Jarrett for the Intercontinental Championship, only to lose it back in a few weeks maybe, so that way we could still do Jeff Jarrett and Shawn Michaels in July of 1995. And Razor and Sid, I don't know how that's going to turn out, but I do find it intriguing, and it's a nice way to get Sid some momentum going into the turn on Shawn the next night. And the big rematch, Bret and Piper. I think that's what I'm most excited about. Now that we just laid that out, where it's like Piper wants redemption for WrestleMania 8. One of the best WrestleMania matches of all time.
Yep.
And probably, again, in my opinion, probably Piper's best wrestling match ever.
Mm-hmm.
Name a better wrestling match for Roddy Piper. I don't think you can. And I'm not putting LT and Bam Bam on last. I think I'm putting on Diesel and Shawn. And I'm changing Shawn sandbagging that powerbomb for Diesel. If he doesn't take the powerbomb right, he's in trouble. Okay. I think this is a much better WrestleMania 11, and I can't believe we did this. Now, just for shits and giggles.
Do you think after the WrestleMania, Shawn Michaels came to the back and he saw Vince McMahon, and Vince McMahon was so proud of him, he gave him a hug, and then a kiss, and then he unzipped his pants.
Okay.
He pulled Shawn's tights down.
All right. Why are you doing this?
What? I mean, I think they were homosexuals.
I'm sorry. Is this Bret Hart I'm talking to? Here's some guys on the roster that didn't get any time on the show.
I can't believe there's a real person making accusations. I don't care if they're true or not, but this is just a thing you're talking about. It'd be like if I was to go on some other show, some other podcast, and go, you know what? I always thought like Greg and Jordan in the truck. I thought like maybe those two were kind of homosexuals.
Okay.
Like who wants that? Actually, now that I said it.
Here's some guys who didn't make it on the WrestleMania 11 card. Tatanka.
Yeah. Dude, yeah, he was a big $1 Million Corporation guy. We could have got him in there against Bret Hart.
No, I don't know why he's listed on this website as member of the active roster, because he probably competed in a match in 1995, but was not a member of the active roster. Tony DeVito.
Oh.
Don't think you consider him a member of the roster.
Wow. I don't know.
I'm sure he did some jobs.
Yeah, man.
Scott Taylor. Again, still a job guy at this point. Rad Rafford. I think he's going to come in after WrestleMania 11.
Think about Rad Radford and Scott Taylor and who was the guy you just said before them?
Tony DeVito.
Just being like a three-man team.
For no reason.
Yeah. I think it would have worked.
Marty Jannetty.
Yeah.
I think he could have opened the show with something.
Sean.
Like a pre-show. No, he's not opening with Sean. We already tried that. He's already been
Marty
fighting
and
about 4
Brett.
times up to this point. Men on a Mission do not make it onto the show, but they're technically still baby faces, so we're going to hold off on them anyways. I don't think we need them here. I don't think... Is Kama technically around at this point? Yeah, because doesn't he end up stealing the urn during this match?
Maybe it is. I didn't like the $1 Million Corporation like this.
I don't think anybody did.
Yeah.
If
I thought it could have been better.
If there's anybody listening to the show that when they talk about their all-time favorite stables, if your answer is the $1 Million Corporation, please write us, contact us, and tell us why.
Yeah.
Why the fuck is
We'll
that
probably
your all-time
interview you.
favorite stable? We'll interview you on the show.
We'll do a Teams or a Skype or something.
That's so ridiculous that you would say that. Henry Godwin doesn't make it on the show. Obviously, we took the Blue Brothers off. Duke the Dumpster has been taken off the show. And, he might have been searching the dark web that day anyways, the fresh dark web. And you know what? I was originally one of my suggestions was going to be, I was going to try to put Owen somewhere else. But in the real timeline, he got fired 7 days before, and they announced it on WWF Mania. I was going to say, what if Crush was the one that brought back Yokozuna, because they had already done the tag team thing.
Right.
And I don't know if it would have been much of a mystery, but maybe you don't build it as a mystery as much as maybe it's an open challenge and it's Crush and who's his partner. Oh, it's Yokozuna. I was going to suggest Crush because that could have made sense. Probably would have nice to have gotten a women's match on the show. If this was the era of doing like multi-man women matches, you probably could have got a tag match of some sort, like maybe Alundra Blaze and, well, there wasn't really any other babyface girls, so that would have been difficult, but like Alundra Blaze and someone versus like Bull Nakano and Aja Kong could have been crazy, but I don't think Aja Kong comes in until later in the year.
Oh, Bertha Faye would have had to be babyface.
Oh, boy.
But she had another gimmick, too.
She did. It was like a more badass gimmick when she worked in Japan.
Right,
And they
so
made her
if-
a cartoon
if-
character.
Yeah, so if, like, that character would have came in to team with Alundra Blaze
Yeah.
against the two badass Japanese women.
But I think we did a pretty good job here, all things considered. But
Better than pretty good.
what do you guys think of our WrestleMania 11 card? Would you have booked it any different? Things you would add, subtract? Are there people that we forgot about? Let us know on social media at Iron on Wrestling. Let us know personally on social media at Fair to Air, at Gregory Iron. And make sure you subscribe to the podcast wherever you download podcasts, iTunes, Spotify, all that good stuff. And you'll be alerted as soon as the podcast drops every Wednesday at 10 p.m. But, of course, if you're on patreon.com/Iron Wrestling, you get the podcast a day early. So sign up. $3 gets you in the door. All the audio going back to 2019. That's hundreds and hundreds of podcasts. Some episodes that you've heard for free have extended versions over on Patreon. So really check those out. Patreon.com/Iron Wrestling. Best way to support the show. $3 for audio, $5 for video, $9 to get involved in live chats. $29 and up for the Howard Animal Steel package that we send in the mail. And subscribe on YouTube, if I haven't said that already. Trying to create more content over there. And I think that's all the plugs for that. Follow me on social media. I'm at Gregory Iron on X, Gregory_Iron on Instagram, Facebook.com/The Handicapped Hero. Go to my website, handicappedhero.com. If you want to book me for pro wrestling, motivational speaking, and pro wrestling seminars, you can actually see me this coming weekend. I'll be appearing at Empire State Wrestling to defend my ESW Heavyweight Championship against Cheech. Good old Cheech. He's doing the singles thing now, and
I miss Cheech.
I don't.
Okay.
I'm definitely not.
I'm rooting for him.
Not going to
I
miss
haven't
my
seen him in a long
fist
time.
into his face this weekend.
Ooh,
And then I'll
tough
be.
talk behind a microphone.
I will be appearing at Top Tier Wrestling in Hamilton, Ontario this weekend. So check out Top Tier Wrestling on the internet to find out more information about that. I believe it's a 7 p.m. bell time. And ProWrestlingTees.com/Gregory Iron if you want to buy my shirts, Aaron shirts, Iron on Wrestling shirts, Cameo. If you want to shout out, you can find all that stuff linked to my handicappedhero.com website. Aaron, what would you like to plug?
Hey, man, I just want to let Cheech know if he needs a manager, I'll be there for him. I want to make sure that you lose this championship.
Wow, that's
because it's been sitting in my house for the past 9 weeks,
Not sitting in your
undefended. Isn't there some kind of limit, like a 30-day rule or something?
well. I have to defend it when shows are happening, and show hasn't happened. So
Oh, COVID.
now, well, no, I defended the title last month. Now I will defend the title this month. That's
Oh, I'm Greg. I'm a fighting champion.
sorry. What did you want to plug again?
I don't remember.
Okay.
At Fair to Air.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, until next week, thanks for stopping by. If you want more content, we've got some bonus episodes over on Patreon. Kiss goodbye.